Hello and welcome back to a brand new season of TFR eSports. Here we are for the F2 division for season 25. I am your main commentator, CJH, joined by my usual co-commentator in the F2 division, Epic the Animal, the two-time TFR eSports F1 champion. Epic, we are back for another season, and I tell you, I cannot wait for this. We've got a stacked F2 grid of former champions, new drivers, and a lot of drivers as well that have a point to prove. They've been here for a couple of seasons now, and this could be their opportunity and their one chance at that F2 title. We're looking forward to this season opener in Australia, aren't we?
Yeah, you're bleeping right. I can't wait to be back. We are back. I can't wait for this. And I think you're right. This is a big test for these drivers, whether you're new or returning. We got an absolutely stacked grid here. It's a full grid, a big opportunity to show that you have what it takes to be one of those drivers to get promoted to F1 come next season. And yeah, I expect chaos in the best way possible. Different strategy calls, mistakes, chaos, collisions, you name it. You gotta be here every race in F2 because every race is different every season. Oh, I can't wait. We got 420 to go in the qualifying session, and we've already seen some pretty good qualifying times. We're already better part of three, close to 4 tenths faster than we saw in F3. It's only gonna get quicker and quicker through the course of the day.
Absolutely.
And I just can't wait to see what happens. 4 minutes to go.
Well, the top three are a bit clear of the rest. We've got about half a second to them. But then you've got literally half a second separating 13th all the way up to 4th there. Here is Ronnie, though, coming through the final corner here. A race winner last season, potentially going for the championship this time around. A purple final sector, pops himself up into 4th. A good start for Mercedes in this session. We're expecting full dry conditions throughout qualifying in the race tonight with a bit of overcast in the sky. But a quick run through some of the drivers here before this gets into the tasty part of this session. We have a bunch of new drivers. We've got, I think we're going with Chris or Chrissy, currently on pole position in the Haas. We've got Jean-Claude in the Alpine, who has dropped down from the F1 division. Danique, Ronnie, both returning drivers. A Ruthless Guy is into his second season of TFR eSports, had a gap the last couple of seasons. Gigi is down from F1 in the other Sauber. We've got Sir Spark, who is a debut driver. Kevin Cal, a former F2 champion, is back for this season alongside Code Manic. We got Carabold, who is another former F2 champion, as Danique spins on the penultimate corner there. So currently third, he spins right at the end of his lap and has to pull into the pit lane. What a mistake from the Czech driver, who is once again back for this season. But I'll quickly get through the rest.
In-lap, though.
I think so. I think you might have been right. I think you're right. But a couple of other notable drivers. So we've got Zing, who used to be Oozing. He is also a former F2 champion. We've got at least 3 former F2 champions. And then we've got the likes of Arthur, who have dropped down from F1 as well. And Penzog, who is coming back this season to go for that F2 title. This grid is absolutely stacked like you wouldn't believe it, Logan. And already in qualifying here, it's going to be oh so close for pole position.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be last runs are about to get started here. Some people are already making their last runs. A lot of drivers opting to use all 3 of their softs in qualifying, as the softs don't really work well in the race here at Australia unless you specifically set the car up for them to work. Right now we got Ledane's coming through the last couple corners, and another big name to point out, we got the race that just happened, F3. We got the F3 pole sitter also filling in here in F2 as well. This grid is stacked.
A Ruthless Guy. Onto the front row. Onto the front row for a Ruthless Guy in the Sauber. Obviously, Sauber had the Drivers' Champion last season, Michael Luis, who's up to F1 division. Look at that. 7 thousandths of a second separating second to 4th here. It is so close in that top end of the field. Danique is on an outlap, then he's back out there. Ronnie is also on a flyer here. He's got a few corners to go here. Logan, if you want to take us through the last couple of parts of his lap here. And he's backed off. Scratch that. He's backed off. So Spark, though, goes up into 6th for the McLaren. Like you're saying, these are the final runs here. We're trying to keep an eye on who is where. Kevin Cal starting his final run.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's another one. Final run, but used a lot of battery before his lap even started. Already down to 60% after turn 1. Code Matic goes up in the P5.
Great
result
lap.
by him. Looks like GG is about to start his lap. It looks like Ellis is at the end of his lap. Coming up to the line, where's he going to go? Bad start for RB, and he improves by a second, but still didn't sitting down in P19.
This is the thing here. It's where do you look? I mean, I'll keep an eye on Kevin Cal for the minute because there is so many drivers out on the track at the minute. When you look at that track map, he is absolutely covered with cars across the circuit. I think Chris, the current pole sitter, is just about to get to the line in time. He might miss it, you know. He might miss the line. I think we're keep having the yellow flag thing coming up. I think he's going to miss the line. He is. The checker flag's going to come out, and your current pole man is not going to get another lap in here. And neither is a ruthless guy, nor Ronnie. Kevin Cal then, with a couple of corners to go. Let's see what the former F2 champion can do. Currently on a bit of a flyer here, but down in 10th place. What can he do? Comes up to the line then with the DRS wide open, and he pops himself only 10th. Incredible. I did not expect that.
Yeah, bad middle sector. Bad middle sector. He was down a quarter of a second after sector 2. Who else do we got? We got Code Matic and the other Red Bull. Is he on a flyer? There's so many names to switch through. He's going through the pits.
Arthur's coming through the final couple of corners here. He's got an RB just in front of him, who is sideways and across the circuit. The final corner to make contact. Oh, they've hit into each other at the final corner.
And he was on an in-lap as well. GG is invalidated, so his lap won't matter. We got a Haas. That's Nerf Boy. He's got to dodge cars and tires on the grass. Everything's going right for him. He still improves by a quarter of a second somehow with that mess there at the end.
How about
Ellis
this?
Going through the line at the speed of smell. He isn't going to improve.
Jean-Claude
Van Damme coming up to the line. He's got him! By 1.2 tenths, Danique improves, but goes up to the front row. Great lap by Danique. Let's go, Danny. Get in there, boy. I'm a little biased for Mercedes boys this year. Crease comes up to the line. It's already done. It's all done. It's all done. I need to calm down. It's already done. It's all done. Everyone calm down. It's done. We got the grid set for the race. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got 6 different teams in the top 6.
Incredible. So Jean-Claude then takes his first ever pole position in TFR eSports and his first for Alpine on his debut here with a great final lap there. He was one of the few that got a final run in, but Danique right behind in that slipstream, only 33 thousandths of a second off the pole time. Obviously Chris and a ruthless guy didn't get a final run in there. They both missed the line. That is something that we might see quite a lot in F2 this season because of how stacked this grid is. It's going to be quite hard to get your car in the right position at the right time, but a really, really close field. Half a second separates the top 7 or 8, and then the rest of the field are all fighting for the pieces that are left over. Penzog didn't get a proper lap in the end. FCB, Arthur, and Kevin Cal, you would have to say, Logan, were probably the big shocks there, way out of position.
I don't even know what's considered a shock anymore. There's just so much going on. I think the big shock to me is... I got to give props to you, CJ. I mean, I don't know if other people are involved, but how well the field is laid out.
Oh, what can I say?
We are about 3.5 tenths faster than the F3 pole time, and the F2 pole time, while quick, and we got into the 115s, is not as quick as we're going to see in F1. You know, we've seen in years past where, especially with new drivers, it's kind of hard to place them, but it looks like we got a grid properly set up, even though we got people dropping down from F1 and returning F2 champions on the grid. It seems like a lot of people are where they should be, and I don't mean that as an insult to the drivers by any means, because this TFR skill-wise, compared to the rest of the world, is in a better spot than it's ever been. You can be top 150, 200 on your console and still never see a pole position. It is that strong right now. So I'm going to shut up. We're killing time. I'm running out of things to say before the race starts. CJ, take it away. Pressure's on you.
Well, here we go. Here we go. We saw a crazy start in the F3 race, and we're about to find out what's going to happen here in F2. We got 5 red lights ahead of the drivers here down under. And we are underway for the F2 division. It's a good start then for Jean-Claude. A bit of a glitch then on the left-hand side tower there. And there we go. Resets Jean-Claude then in the lead ahead of Danique. Komatic up into third. We're going to car off in the background. That is the Sauber.
There's a Haas, a Sauber, a Red Bull, another Haas. I'm pretty sure there's a Cadillac back off in the grid too, and they're not even on the grid yet. Holy crap. Everyone's everywhere off the start. Is it Jean-Claude leading? We got a timing issue. Yeah, he leads from Danique.
Yeah, it's reset itself, thankfully. Jean-Claude then does... Oh, he spun! He's hit the wall! He spun and hit the barrier!
Oh!
He's in the wall! Jean-Claude, what a mistake to make on your debut in F2, leading the race, and he's tumbling
walls.
down the order. Yeah, he's down the order into 18th. Make that 19th. What an unbelievable start for him. In a bad way.
Yeah, not in a good way. We got moves making, and Chris is down to 15th in the back. Kevin Cow's up to 6th off the starting, I believe, 10th, and he's on the soft tires. Every tire represented off the start of this race. It's absolute chaos off the start. What did you expect? Cars going wide through this corner. I see pieces of carbon fiber. English is hard. Holy crap. So much is happening. Fury goes wide. They're side by side through the penultimate corner. There's just so much happening, I can't keep up.
Right, there was a yellow flag briefly out there, but I think we're all good. The rest of the field are going. Kevin Cowell then has had a superb...
Pits.
Yeah, he's in the pits. I'm not surprised. He had significant damage there. So Jean-Claude, Ruthless Guy, and Chris, they all had bad starts, shall I say, there. They've all dropped more than 10 positions at the start. We've had an absolute flyer from Sir Spark. He's up into 3rd. We've also had Kevin Cow work himself up into 6th on the soft tires. There are the tires on your screen, and Ellis is wide, isn't he?
He went so deep into that corner, he made other people that go deep look like they didn't go deep. His teammate gets through. Not a great start for RB, but they still have all 4 tires on the car.
And there is a move for 5th place. Oh, well, almost. He's backed out of it. Kevin Cowley's very close there on those tires. He is going to be one to watch at the start here. Going for that aggressive soft tire start. GG on the hard tires. He could definitely go long here and gamble on a late safety car. We saw that in the F3 division. It is so powerful at a track like this. If you can gamble and get it right, it will pay in lots of rewards. What have you seen, Logan?
They're getting real close here for P11. Paul Fern almost got dove by Virus, who's locked up, and Zing almost made a move, but he goes wide through a corner, and there goes Kreese. He gets through. A Ruthless Guy is right on his bung hole. Now he goes up into the wall. He touches the wall a little bit. Ruthless Guy goes through. Now he has a run on Zing. I gotta breathe.
So, meanwhile, up front, Danique had over a second lead. He's lost that now. Jean-Claude's in the barrier again here, right down in 19th. What a shocking start from him. I think he's not hit the wall too much. He's been saved with the gravel that's off the circuit there, but Jean-Claude, what an awful start for him. Danique then has lost that gap he had to Codematic. Codematic, I have to say, chapeau to him as well. He is having a great start to his season. Had a bit of a disappointing one last season. He was the first to admit that with no podiums, but he is absolutely in the mix here for the lead.
Around Ruthless Guy for P14.
Makes that move then ahead of a Ruthless Guy who is struggling down there. Codematic again has a little look there. He is absolutely flying here. I don't know what practice he's been putting in.
He almost puts it on the inside wall coming out of the chicane, but he keeps it together. Great save by him. Kreese gets through on him as well. Paul Fern and Veery are side by side. Veery gets into the kitty litter a little bit. We got a lot of gravel kicked up on the track out of that corner.
Kevin Cowell now up into 5th. He's ahead of GG. I think GG has made a mistake there at the final corner, and now we've got a bit of a gap. The top 4 are clear. We've got a couple of Mercedes, the McLaren of Sir Spark, and Codematic fighting it out then, and they have broke clear of the rest. It looks like the 2 Mercedes and 2 Red Bulls are looking super strong today.
Yeah, they are looking super strong early on here, and they're all on softer tires than GG behind, so they should be able to break away there, in theory. Everything's only in theory when it comes to F2. We have a caution in Sector 1. That's one of the RBs around. That's Ellis.
No damage, I don't think, on the car.
Continues on. Side by side through this corner, though. Veery and Paul Fern, round 3, ding ding. Veery gets slide, and he's going to lose a lot more position. And now Ruthless Guy's trying to make a move back on Kreese after losing position to him on the previous lap. DRS wide open, but he isn't using the battery. Look at this run. Chris has a Paul Fern. Holy snaps and arseholes, Margaret. He's going 20 miles an hour faster
for the lead. Oh, my word. Codematic there, almost getting pushed in the barrier. Oh, Deary me, I mean, that was super, super close. Not to jump over you there, Logan, but that was super
Oh, you're
close
good.
between the pair of them. And Code Manic has really lost out quite badly there because he's almost lost the DRS to the race leader, and he will seriously come under pressure here from Sir Spark, who should get a good exit and might just have a real attack at the Red Bull, because Ronnie as well is getting dropped here. This is slowly starting to sort itself out, this grid order here, as the gaps begin to appear.
Yeah, and Danique looking really smooth out front right now, and as a Mercedes driver, I like to see that from my boys here at F2. GG staying in DRS of Kevin Cow. You know, he's on hars and Kevin's on the sauce, so he's doing a great job here for his race long term. Late in this race, watch the progress that GG's going to make. They're not really falling off from this lead pack, so those hard tires doing absolute work for him right now. As Curbo gets loose, touching the inside curve there a little bit, keeps it going in the right direction. Different amounts of battery being used across the grid. Battery management, very important. You're going to get tired of me saying it all season long. And it looks like and Ruthless Guy might be close to battling here. From the F3 division, Poland F3.
Oh.
He's been a part of many a battle here early on in this race. It looks like Kreese is getting close to Paul Verne. He's going to get around Paul Verne, it looks like.
So, Kreese then up into 11th. Komanic has recovered very nicely here, actually. He was right on the tail of Danique through that S section, but this is the tricky part of the lap for him, where he seems to lose quite a bit of time in these corners here, and the gap goes up even more. Almost over, well, it is over 9 tenths, over a second now to Komanic. Now, if Danique has any battery, now would be the time to use it, but there goes Komanic again. Pulls that gap back down, and he's just about keeping himself in contention here.
Oh, we got a car around! Paul Ferns around on the final corner, gets loose on the exit, puts it into the inside wall, and he resets the track. And he's looking for an early Darky award here, as now he will inevitably take the lead post-race with the penalties.
Absolutely. So, at the minute, it's still
really close.
I tell you, it's considering how many drivers we've got tonight, and speak of, I've jinxed it again because we've got another car around. Ellis. Again, no damage for Ellis, and he once again falls further behind. It's still fairly calm, particularly the top 10. There's not been too many dramas. They're all following each other quite nicely here. Kovac is very close again.
Curbo gets past Kevin Cow.
Wow. So those soft tires surely going off quite badly now for Kevin Cow, because he's suddenly now dropping off like a stone, and he's going to get picked off by Tax Collector soon if he's not careful, because there's an almighty queue of cars here all starting to form. But on lap 6, we're not too far away from the pit window, you know, for Kevin Cow. You might think about a set of hard tires shortly. But going on to lap 7 then, Danique at the minute, he is controlling this race.
A Ruthless Guy with a mistake, and Viri gets pie for P12.
So, Viri then up into 12th. And, well, nobody able to make the move just yet at the front. It's just a bit of a chess match at the minute. And then I think things could start to go a little bit crazy towards the end of this one. Paul Fern then is the first driver in the pits. That'll be, I'd imagine, for a change of front wing, because he was on the hard tyres, so that's a bit early for him. And Kevin Cowell here in 7th place, again, is struggling quite badly here, Logan.
Yeah, I think Paul Fern knows that the mediums can go about a maximum of 13 laps, so he survived as long as he needed to be able to make this pit stop. Those mediums are going to be hurting, but he can go to the end, and one safety car will bring him right back into this one. He struggled here early, so has both RBs. Not a great start there, and we got something going on. Kevin Cow gets passed by Tax Collector.
And there he goes. Oh, as Carabel gets another time penalty. Absolutely straight line that corner. And there's a move for the lead. There goes Komanic down the inside. Then we're going to make contact. And he's going to have the inside line for this next corner. They touch wheels again, but he's got the lead. Incredible. Komanic then ahead of Danique. We saw it was coming. It was brewing, that move. And he's got out of shape, though. Danique comes in the pits. Probably gets away with it, Komanic there. He's out of shape again in that next corner. And Sir Spark will be the next driver right on his tail. But Danique dives in the pit lane.
With more battery. Sir Spark with a little bit more battery as well. So if he has a good turn 1 here, we could have a run. He's loose with the rears. They could be getting hot. Kurabo loose through the first couple corners as well. And now we're going to start seeing what tire strategies people are running. Kevin Cow's in for mediums, so he's doing soft to mediums, using the softest of the two compounds here. Tax Collector coming out right behind him on hards.
Yeah, so Danique is out there in clean air as well. I think that must be part of the thinking there as well, because all he has is Penzug just in front of him, and then there's a good 4 seconds till the next car in front. That is the thing. With how close this grid's going to be this season, we're going to see a lot of that this season. I think that is Ellis again, with a little bit of a mistake, drops down into last position then. So Komanik then, and Sir Spark again there, really out of shape, going through that corner. These mediums, surprisingly, are already seem to be going off quite badly here.
Yeah, they're going off badly. Maybe people's setups don't keep them really in the temperature window well. Or if they're really pushing too hard and sliding the rear of that car around, you can really increase your tire wear greatly on this game with your driving style. As GG goes wide to the penultimate corner. Ronnie's turn now to dive in. Almost clips the inside wall. That was a butthole clincher for me. He's in. Who's going to speed? Kerbold currently leading the Darky Award, but one speed through the pit lane penalty will change that. Oh, look how close Danique is to Penzug ahead. This should be an easy overtake for him, but Penzug does have a lot of battery to fight it, but he's going to choose not to. Intelligently plays the long game here. He's on 8-lap hards. Coming out of the pits, though, Danique gets well past Codematic. Big undercut there by Danique. Yeah. Look at that.
We saw this
1.9 seconds?
Yeah. We saw this a little bit in the F3 division, that the undercut is super powerful, it seems, in this 35% race at Australia. And it takes a bit of time to get these hard tyres up to temperature, but once you do, they are really a lot quicker than the old worn mediums or softs that you're previously on. So Danique now in a seriously strong position. But what I will say, Logan, is by the end of the race, as again we saw in the F3 division, those tyres do hurt quite badly. So if you have got that extra lap, it will pay you a lot. And there is a Carvel, like you're saying, Logan.
But with 6 seconds of penalties.
So he will tumble down the order quite significantly later on. Kevin Cal then is on the mediums right behind these back. He's got a long way to go on medium tyres. I'll be surprised if he can make those work, because we actually saw a hard tyres puncher in the 35% race in F3 somehow. So we'll see. I know you say that, but I don't know. I'm slightly nervous. Look at this. I'm slightly nervous. Look at this.
Whoa! No, it's Ronnie. I'm sorry. Wrong Mercedes. Ronnie, so close to Kerbo, so close to Sir Spark, so close to the inside wall. There goes one move. Oh, but early braking almost catches out Ronnie. Here comes Kevin Cow. Kevin Cow to the back of Tax Collector. Tax Collector almost into the side of Ronnie.
The free wide.
Another battle in holy crap, there's a fourth car now. Where did that guy come from?
It's a Tax Collector then picks off the pair of them, and Kevin Cow,
Tax Collector comes in to collect. I had to put that one in there. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's Arthur for second place then now, up there at the very top. Obviously, these guys haven't pitted yet, but a good move from him with the DRS. And obviously there, so Spark, he was right up in third place before these pit stops. Now he is behind a good 4 cars there that will net be ahead of him. So something's gone. I mean, I know it was really in the walls there. There's multiple penalties.
Hey, there's 4 drivers have gotten penalties in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah. But this is the
Arthur's
thing.
In.
This is what
continues.
This is what I was saying though about these people pitting. They have to pit in clean air on a track like this, because that's what Danique and Komanik have done, and they have gained massive amounts of time. These guys stuck behind Penzug, who finally comes in now. They've lost over 4.5 seconds.
Yeah, that with how hard everyone's fighting each other. Track position's really important, even though it is easy to overtake in theory on this track. So you want to avoid as much trouble as possible, and the best way to do that is not to be around it.
Absolutely. So, lap 11, we are into the second half of this race. Let us know on the chat who you're supporting in this race and what do you think is going to happen. What is your podium prediction at this rate? Because it is still wide open in this race, despite Danique gaining quite a bit with that undercut. Once Komanik has cleared Zing, he will see Danique in his sights, and I think he might clear Zing here quite quickly down this next straight, because he will have DRS on the Aston Martin, and he breezes past him there. An easy pass, and Komanik will be hunting down the Mercedes here in Albert Park, and it looks like it's those two that are clear, and we have a yellow flag.
Sector 2, Jean-Claude Van Damme is around.
Yeah, and it's a broken front wing. So we'll keep an eye. Oh, is that Ferrari? Oh my word! It's so close to the wall.
Whoa! He's everywhere.
And it's a safety car. Oh, that was a massive shunt. it looked like he was close with that Ferrari, and he obviously was. So the safety car is
passed
out,
the pits.
and so too is GG. So GG has missed the pits, and he will have to stay out. Ledanes has got a free pit stop here.
Ronnie's going for some mediums. I respect it.
Wow.
Arthur's in.
So this is again going to really change the face of this race. Like we saw in F3, this is going to be a massive moment in the race here on what happens and what tire people go on, because it's allowed everyone to catch up. But so Ledanes comes out of the pits in 4th place. He was literally racing in an F3 about an hour ago, trying to fight for the podium there. He might be fighting for the podium in F2 as well.
Keeping it smooth pays huge dividends here in this division.
I mean, he starts as 14th.
Leads. Oh, this is going to be bad for GG because he was past the pits. The safety car still caught him too. So a lot of the grid's going to catch up by the time he pits. Oof.
Wow. So Ledanes here is going to be a net P3. Once GG comes in the pits, he's a net P3 on a set of medium tyres. I worry for him if he's got the pace to maintain that P3, but what a call to start on those hard tyres and hanging on and wait for the safety car, because...
Ellis the softs.
Yeah.
I respect it. Gotta do something.
So Ellis and Arthur on the softs. A bunch of drivers there in fresh mediums.
His car is dirty. Been in the kitty litter quite a few times.
So a recap of penalties as well. Let's bring that up whilst we have the safety car build on 6. Kevin Cowell on 3, and then you got Zing, Ronnie, Penzug, and Alfie all on 3 as well, with Ellis down in last on the 6. There's GG in the pits. That was a no-brainer for him. He's just going to have to suck that one up, and will tumble down the order. It was just unlucky. Really, really unlucky with the timing there. And that's your position changes on the screen as well. Obviously, Ledanes and Carabald, the big gainers. Carabald with the big penalties, though. So he will tumble down the order. Currently on for the Darky Award for tonight. And Danique then. So, I mean, what's going through his mind here? Again, a driver who has never won here in TFR eSports. Logan, he has tried many, many times and had his big moment in Singapore last season, actually. He was so close to the win there, but had that crash with Schaefer, I believe it was, going down that straight, and then ended up throwing that away. So this is the big chance for him tonight to potentially take that first win, and not when I expected it as well, because we've had a bunch of former champions and quick drivers join this F2 division for tonight and this season. I didn't expect Danique to be right up here straight away. He's only got 1 podium to his name, for crying out loud, and he could be on for the win here.
Yeah, I just hope he's thinking about the long game. I know you always think about that first win, you think about being in the championship lead, but especially in F2, it's more about the long game than the short game. You can't think about just one race in the F2 division. This isn't F1 where you're going to see the same 2 and 3 drivers on the podium every week. So I hope he just keeps a calm head here. Even if he doesn't have the pace to win, he's still on for a very good finish and a very good start to his season. He's been flawless so far. So is Codematic. He's been having a great race. Red Bull off to an infinitely better start than the rest of their whole last season combined.
I shall say as well very quickly,
go green.
For Codematic, obviously the big thing for him here, he has never won a race in TFR Esports before. After 47 races and a whopping total of 4 seasons, he has never won before. This is absolutely his best chance yet. So let's see what happens here. We've got 2 drivers in the... Well, we've got the top 3 all fighting for their first ever wins. Danique takes a long old time there to get it going, and it's going to cause absolute chaos at the back, and you can see it in the background there. You can absolutely see it. The top 2 are clear, but you can already see drivers sniffing the opportunity behind. There goes Carabald up the inside. He can't quite get the move done. Tax Collector's going to pick up the pieces straight away.
Ronnie has contact behind with someone. I thought that was going to end a lot worse than it did, but it's chaos towards the back.
Oh, and that was so close.
There goes an RB! Yeet! Absolutely sending it down. Northy up into 14th. He just lunged 2 cars.
Incredible restart here. And Danik's under serious pressure. He's absolutely under serious pressure here to lead. Although Komanic's had a terrible exit and he's got 2 cars now all over his tail. There goes Tax Collector right around the outside of Ledane's. He'll now have the inside line for this next corner. So Tax Collector with an incredible restart here now on those hard tyres. And Ledane's chucks out the inside. That was ambitious. They somehow both get away with it. And Kerbal now will come at him as well. And there for the lead.
Yeah.
There goes Komanic down the inside. Oh, dearie me. Can't keep up with this one here. They're touching tyres again. And Komanic will have the inside line.
Sir Spark in the kitty litter. He tumbles down the order.
Oh, and there's more contact there. That's Kerbal now chucking it up the inside of Tax Collector. Komanic then knows this is his opportunity whilst he's close to Denise.
Whoa! The Aston Martin's touch. Aston Martin's touch. More people touch. They're 3 wide down the front stretch.
Incredible.
Oh, Ronnie gets involved.
Absolute chaos.
Side by side through one. Ronnie gets pushed wide. He gets a penalty. Oh, he touches the car. Oh, now he touches the wall. Now he touches the other wall.
So Ronnie then
tumbles down
down the order with big damage on the front wing. So a real shame for him there. Kerbal now back ahead of Ledane's. Ledane's again really making him work for that 4th place there. But we'll keep an eye on this because Komanic's going to have a great run. Oh.
There goes another Alpine wing. A
VSC. VSC.
Today going down.
That's a VSC.
Yeah, we go to Vusk.
And I'm not surprised because you can see a little bit of the debris in the background there. And I tell you, with punches as well up for grabs with the sim damage, you do not want to be going through there at full speed. So running them with a hell of a lot of damage on that Mercedes. The front wing looks like it's from a sledge or something. So he needs to get into the pits. There's another car that's just hit the wall. That's Arthur. Oh my word, he's facing the wrong way.
Whoa, that's the wrong way. You're going that way. Track's over there. Oh, that's the wall. Oh.
He's got a right rear puncher. He's got a right rear puncher.
Hits the wall again.
And so that's why he was facing the wrong way, because that car is...
Less
he's
throttle.
hit the wall again. And...
Less throttle. He's hit everything but the flagman.
He's trying to get it back going. Then Ronnie's going to drive through
penalty for Ronnie.
So we're back green. And, well...
Whoa, there's a car.
Kerbal as well.
That's a wall.
So Kerbal and Ledane's both have drive-through penalties. In 4th and 5th. And Ronnie's retired in the pits. Oh my word, it's all happening now.
Kevin Cow with a penalty.
Right, lap 16 then. And there goes Ledane's. Oh, it's in the wall, it's going to hit the barrier. And it's gone straight on.
What happened there? Creases around.
There's another VSC.
There's a car, there's creases in the middle of the track.
It's a safety car.
Ledane's is out.
That, I think, was a bit of a rage quit there, because he went straight on at turn 3, right over the gravel and everything, and Arthur then has no front wing and that right rear puncher. He's going to catch up to the pack, though, because of this safety car, because of all that chaos up the road, and, well, we expect it to be dramatic, and it absolutely is in F2.
Well, what the bleep and bleep just happened? Xbox record that. I'm not on Xbox.
So hang on a minute, we've got this safety car here that's going to go right to the end. This Kerbal's race is over. It's absolutely over here because he's got a drive-through penalty, and this safety car won't be in till at least the end of lap 18. So whatever happens for Kerbal, he's kind of out of the picture here. He's not going to be in the points unless something bonkers happens in the end here.
I mean, was he in the picture already with the amount of penalties?
Well, that is a very good point, Logan, and I think he's very much took Darky's award for tonight. So
the Darky Award goes to Kerbal. We're giving away early.
So we've got a car
in the trophy.
A Ruthless Guy's in the pits. That'll be for a fresh set of softs, you would imagine. No one else is giving up their track position. They're wanting to keep hold of that at the moment, which you can't blame them, because by the time this safety car comes in here, we're not going to have long left. So Ruthless Guy then tumbles down into 5th place. You do wonder if that was worth it, considering he had no penalties. But each to their own. And it looks like then, so let's bring up the penalties again. Northy, who is down in 9th, has no penalties and was right down at the back of the grid for most of this race. He could find himself right the way up into 4th place here.
If he gets a podium, I will drive to his house and shake his hand. I hope he's not European. I'm in trouble.
Well, he is well and truly from the United Kingdom, so do get your flights ready.
Oh, that ticket ain't cheap.
Right. So, Danik and Komac and Tax Collector are your top three. They're all on the same kind of level of tyres. So any of those three could win this one. It's all up for grabs. The safety car could potentially come in at the end of this lap. We'll just see.
It could.
It might be a bit late if it does. And I think Arthur will be praying that it stays out for an extra lap. And my master says the F2 race is more chaotic. I think you're right. I didn't think it would be. But it is more chaotic than the F3 race. And we've got more chaos at the back of the safety car there. There's more shenanigans going on there. I think they've sorted themselves out, but I could just see on the track map about 4 cars come to a stop. But I mean, you have to say, Logan, great composure from Danique here out front, because there's been so much chaos here, multiple safety cars, but he is still leading this race as he has done all the way through it.
Yeah, and good news is I could get an economy class flight tomorrow for only $450. So good news on that front.
Oh dear. There's a car in the pits. Gigi is in the pit lane again. Why is he doing that?
I'm shocked it's only $500. I don't know why I'm talking about flights right now, but it's $500 in the UK from Washington D.C. God. Okay.
Well, they could definitely
good out front. Lots of penalties. It's gonna be like for the first race of last season, where someone just comes out of nowhere to the top 5 because of penalties.
Yeah. So absolutely. Because I think this is just going to be a little bit of a lottery in terms of... I mean, you can be absolutely sure Komac is going to send it on Danique. He's got to go for this. He's not won a race in almost 50 races here in TFR.
I have an
interesting
stat for you.
Go on.
Interesting stat for you. All drivers in the top 10 are ahead of where they started on grid.
I mean, if that doesn't shout F2, then I don't know what does. That's
drivers
crazy.
Outside of the top 10, except Ellis, are either at or below where they started.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, the safety car's going to come in this lap then. The top 4 are on hard tyres. Everyone else on mediums from 5th down to 12th. And then we've got a trio of soft tyres at the end. I don't think Arthur's going to catch the pack here. He might, just at the very, very, very last second here.
He's going way too slow, too.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got another car wide there. That's Ellis. A 10-second penalty for GG with contact with Ellis. So let's see.
Wait, where does that put him in the penalties? 13 seconds. He's close to Curbold in the Darky Award.
He is.
He's only 3 seconds behind.
He's giving him a run for his money, that's for sure. Danique's going to give the rest of them...
An extra trophy! Stop etching the trophy, boys!
Danique, then, what is he going to do this time? Is he going to go late, or is he going to go early? Because last time he went late, and it caused a load of chaos. And
I'd go late again.
Has he gone? He has gone. Gradually, you'd have to say. He's gradually gone there, and he's not quite built the gap to the rest of the pack. Here we go, then. It's going to be a 2-lap dash to the line. Lap 19 of 20. Tax Collector got a bit out of shape there. He's going to have Curbold on his tail, who really shouldn't get in the mix here with the penalties he's got, but he will not care about that. Sends it on Tax Collector for 3rd. They both almost go off the track. But Tax Collector just needs to accept. He needs to keep his nose clean. Komac's looking to the outside as well.
Kevin Cow gets punted by Alfie, but keeps him on the track. Not too many position changes here off the start just yet. Only 2 laps left. Burn the battery, boys. Let's go. Northie's in the kitty litter.
Yeah, who is going to be a hero here and who is going to be a villain? Because it is all going to come down to last lap. Here comes Komac. He's got a great run on Danique. He's got the slipstream. He hasn't got DRS just yet. Backs off through that corner and loses a bit of time, and Curbold gets out of shape.
Curbold! Yeah, that was sketchy. Zing's in the kitty litter. Here comes Penzug. Zing with wing damage as well. Heavy wing damage on the right-hand side of that wing. Oh, there goes Ruthless Guy on Chris. Whoa, that's the high part of the curb. They're nose to tail here outside the top 10.
They absolutely are.
One lap to go.
Oh, Curbold's diving inside that penalty, so he's out the way as we expected. So it's clear for the top runners now. There, he is out the way. We are on the final lap of this season opener. There's a couple of drivers making a move. There's a Ruthless Guy down the inside for P12, or shall I say P9, and there he goes. Gigi gets another penalty. He is really giving Curbold a run for his money for that Darky Award.
They're tied for the Darky Award. Last lap. Who's going to get it?
So a Ruthless Guy then is up into 8th.
Ruthless Guy gets Paul Furn. Yeah, Paul Furn.
All eyes on the leaders, though, because this is it. This is it. It all comes down to this now. Code Manic is going to absolutely empty the tank here to try and get the move done on Danique. He's absolutely getting on the Mercedes. He might just go for it here, you know. He's going to go to the outside. Has to just sit tight for the moment. We'll set it up. Straightens up the car. A good exit. This is it.
Danique got a battery. Danique got a battery.
Here he comes to the outside. They're wheel to wheel. Incredible stuff. And Danique's late on the brakes. Who is going to win? Oh, Danique's done it. He's done it. Brilliant. He's hung on and surely will win now.
Zing.
It wasn't quite enough.
Kerbal, another penalty. Kerbal retakes the Durkee award.
It wasn't quite enough for Code Manic here. But Danique rounds the final corner and he will win down under. What a victory. His first ever in TFR eSports. What a result for the Czech driver. Code Manic in second. Tax Collector third.
GG's
There's a car on the wall. Oh no.
Burns up. Oh, Ellison's going the wrong way. GG has a 10-second time penalty.
He traversed across the line.
He's go. I believe.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it.
Did he gain a position?
I don't think so.
Did he gain a position on penalties?
Someone crashed.
Oh, he did. I think he did because of GG. Did he gain a position in reverse?
He's 15th.
Hold
He's got
on.
a point. He's 15.
He done it. He's done it. He's done it. He scored. Goal.
Wow.
He's got a point. Wait, hold on. Did he beat GG? What was the gap? I don't care about podium celebrations. I care about something more right now.
Well, Danique will care, though. He will care about that first ever win. What a podium that is.
He got up by less than a second. Ellis got GG at the line in reverse. Damn it, I love this game.
What a season opener that was.
Wow.
Danique then wins
Tax
for the first time
third,
ever.
Where the
He did.
he come from?
Yeah, Tax
Beery
Collector did get third.
The F3 driver.
Ah.
Northeast 9th. What?
Well, there you go. There are your final results for you all. And two safety cars then causing absolute chaos then at the end. So Ruthless Guy gets 4th, Chris in 5th. And a great result for Haas, you'd have to say there. But Danique, the big winner with Code Manic, so unlucky. So close to that first win, but he still cannot do it. But what a way to start this TFR Esports F2 season. We'll delve through those results later on because there is so much that happened there. And wow, what a way to get it all going, Logan.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. That race ruled. Can we get a full grid every race? F3 drivers keep stepping up, boys.
I tell you, Australia always delivers. I swear every time we watch these Australia races in F2 in particular, they are always absolutely crazy. I don't know if it's just a high-speed street circuit and that's what causes it, but wow, that was mental.
It just always, F2 just always delivers. Period. End of sentence. Tune in next week. I can't wait. And it's still 7 days away.
Wow. And yeah, what a finish that was. People saying about Ellis reversing across the line. Yeah, I just can't believe that one. What a finish to that race. We're going to need to rapidly move on, though, because we need to get off for the F1 division. We'll be back, though, next week for the Japanese Grand Prix for the F2 division. And yeah, who knows what's going to happen at that track. It's going to be oh so different from Australia, that's for sure. But thank you, Logan, for joining me in the commentary box as always. Been a pleasure. And we'll be back for the Japanese Grand Prix next week. And there we are.